What is up, Flash fam?
Woo!
We are back hanging out with you after our favorite show on TV had just ended, The Flash on CW. What's up, guys? I'm Dylan Landon. You know me as the hype guy, maybe. And we got Devon Stewart right here, Jack Hind all the way over there, and Lauren Mayhew.
Hello, guys.
Thank you guys for hanging out on Twitter and Facebook, and like us on Insta and stuff like that. I finally got an iPhone 6, so I can actually
welcome to the clan.
Phone, send tweets and stuff. So we took a holiday. I have a hairband in my hair now. We took a holiday break, but it's so great to be back with you guys, our favorite people in the world. I know Jack almost had a panic attack throughout the holidays because he wasn't with his Flash fam. So we're just so excited to be back, and this episode was pretty good. But before we get into the meat of it, let's just talk about quickly, go around the room, talk to the fans watching. Where have we been with the Flash, and where are we going, and where would we like to go in second half of season 1, with the kickoff of the episode being Revenge of the Rogues?
Well, the first season, we got introduced to a lot of villains at once, right? We got just every episode, it was new people being thrown at us, and we still continue to meet new characters every episode. But one thing that I think is really awesome right now is that we're starting to see full circle. Like, we saw Ronnie in some of the earlier episodes, and now we're seeing him come back, and seeing that kind of play out. And I'm really interested to see if Caitlin Snow, how she reacts to that, and if she becomes his ice to his fire.
Ooh, I like how you said that right there. Jack, how about you? What are some expectations you would love to be fulfilled in the second half of season 1?
I'm still so hooked on this show with its graphics and just the way it looks. I'm excited to see some badass fight right at the end of this season. Right at the end of season 1, there's going to be some immense scene for a good 15 minutes of just the Flash kicking ass. There's going to be 17 rogues around him, and he's just going to be annihilating all of them.
Yeah, I like to see when the Flash takes on more than one rogue at once. It was cool in this episode when he took on 2 rogues. That was
and
cool.
He has to use his brains, his family of brains back at Star Labs to help him out.
Right.
Now, Devon has had 4 weeks to compile as much Flash information and ammo as possible. So I'm not even going to set you up with anything. I'm just going to say go.
All right, well, for me, I kind of rewatched a lot of the episodes from last time, especially Man in the Yellow Suit. So, of course, as I've told you before, don't trust that man in that goddamn wheelchair. And as we saw, he almost stood up this time. Almost. But as far as where we've been, well, we've seen where we've been. We've seen the progress. And obviously, Harrison pushing him to be faster. He's almost where I want him, which is fastest man alive. Because right now, he's just a really fast dude. Because he's still getting shot at and stuff. And, fighting those 2 rogues was cool. But, bruh, we saw you take on the Arrow like that. Maybe he needs to be pissed off before he fights somebody. And then he could just whoop them and take the guns real quick.
Also, too, we were mentioning how just getting to the crime scene, he was actually panting. We're like, why is he already panting?
What you been doing for the Christmas break?
He just got here.
Eating holiday food.
He's been drinking.
So the crime scene was involving Captain Cold and Heatwave, another fire and ice combo. Thank you, Lauren.
And we've also saw those rumors about time travel, which I've been talking about with that cosmic treadmill.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That should be pretty good. And apparently they're teasing that by episode 15, I think we're going to see some time travel involved. And the man in the yellow suit himself gets involved with time travel. Now, Man in the Yellow Suit is kind of like the overall villain arc of the season 1, but in this episode, some pretty badass villains. Captain Cold and Heatwave were doing their thing, and for a second, I wanted to ask the question, is this the last we will see of them? And the way the episode ended tonight, obviously not.
Clearly not.
They were broken out of their armored truck prison
That was going
carrier
Iron Heights.
thing. Yeah, so who broke them out? Leonard Snart, Captain Cold, said, thanks, sis. So who is his sister?
His sister is a girl named Lisa Snart, as we saw, a.k.a. the Golden Glider, who was an Olympic figure skater at one point, turned to crime, and she tends to coincide with her brother from time to time.
But you were mentioning that she actually has inherent powers, that she doesn't just have a gun or something like that.
Well, they remade her a few times in the comics, and one of them she did, but I doubt they're using that one. Yeah, they're probably using I use ice weapons just like my brother or sister.
Yeah, I've got a feeling they're going to be using it as well, because it mentioned in the New Earth Age, she is she's wielding metahuman abilities. And like you said, she was the figure skater, and then her coach, can't remember his name right now, the Flash was actually the Flash's foe, which was the Top. Was that his name?
Top.
Flash killed the Top, and so Lisa Snart set out to send revenge on the Flash, and in doing so, Leonard Snart shall be her help.
Wow, we are just stepping it up in here.
Really
Lovely
we know
info.
Things.
But I want to ask you guys to help us out. So her super villain name is Golden Glider. So guys, at home, Google Golden Glider. Send us a pic on Twitter at @TheFlashAS, and after our commercial break, hopefully we'll post it and show it to you because I even want to see what this golden glider looks like. So go ahead, golden glider.
Sounds hot.
Golden glider, Flash AS, or us personally, and we'll obviously shout you out for doing that, and we'll try to get it up on the screen to show everyone who Golden Glider is.
Speaking of shout outs, I just want to give a quick shout out. Hunter, you have an awesome dad. Your dad told me to give you a shout out, Hunter from Tampa, Florida, which is my hometown, so had to.
Whoop, whoop. While we're saying, let's just say hello to Jack's mom. Hi,
Hi, Jack's mom.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for watching every week. Yeah, that final battle scene, I really like how it ended, and I made the comment while it was on. It kind of had a cartoon ending where, and I really love the cartoons when it comes to like DC heroes and stuff. So when he was like running past them, they kind of beat themselves. I just thought it was very cute.
Yeah. It was a good comment actually that Jack made, that it's not just about, you know, his abilities and his speed, but it's also about his intellect and the intellect at Star Labs that's helping him out. It's kind of a cool combo.
Yeah, he straight up said it as well after he'd been running around and trying to get him. His whole thing was to cross streams, which you boys obviously know about. We all had a laugh about that.
We said pause.
Cross streams. And he called him, he was like, I can't do it, speed isn't working. And then it was like, boom, 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 penny drops, go slower. And then
and what's cool about the Flash is that he can take pain or
that's what I didn't
defeat
get,
because he's going to heal. So he just took it like a man, and he ended up okay.
Ruined his suit. Absolutely ruined the suit.
But I wonder what would really happen with fire and ice. It would be like.
Well, was it lava and water creates rock? Lava and water creates rock, so I'm not sure what fire.
Yeah, the thing is I don't think that it would actually like blow him up like it did. It would sizzle. It would like fizzle, and the guys would be fine. But they would have
to be at exact, like if he's at exact absolute zero, then he would have, then heat wave would have to be at the
exact opposite.
Whatever the heat
That's
is.
True.
Before moving on, I just want to point out that their character traits obviously is Captain Cold is like cool, calm, and collected, and
Heat Wave is a hot head.
The pyromaniac.
So changing it up a little bit, you know, that was a lot of action, but there was also some sentiment, and you know, the relationship between Iris and Barry. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be a topic of conversation here at the Flash.
Oh, that was so awkward to me. I really didn't like the whole like, okay, now we're back to normal and we're just friends, and it's like it never happened.
Well, do you think it was a mistake then for Barry to tell Iris how he felt?
Absolutely not. That had to be the first step to make the next step. Absolutely, it had to happen.
You goddamn right it wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay, and then she's gonna ask him at the end, talking about, yeah, so what's up? And then he's like, well, I see in the future that you're gonna be happy with him. Obviously, you got a door key now. Right. Go live in his house. What you want me to do? You want me to kick the door down? Yeah. Shut up. Get out of here. Get out of the house. I'm taking your room, and I'm using your room for my own private usage. So shut up.
I feel sorry for Eddie. I feel like he's inevitably going to get hurt.
Yeah.
He is.
Like, throughout this, he's like going to be living life. He's now moving in with Iris. Things are looking wonderful for him. He's like really good with Joe. Like he saved the Flash's life in the fight.
He did.
Like grabbed his shield and was like, I got you, Flash. Yeah. And what does Flash do?
He's also a Thawne.
Right, so we'll see if Eddie is the one that becomes man in the yellow suit, because then we'll feel less bad about stealing his girl.
Hey guys, all's fair in love and war. You know what I'm saying? All's fair.
Mr. Steal Your Girl, what did you just say?
I did. I love Trey's songs. So we saw how that. Guys, I want you to let us know if you think it was a mistake or not for you know, telling Iris whether it was a mistake. I love you or not, and so you let us know. We also met Firestorm again, and Firestorm was a big topic of conversation tonight. So I want to address the topic in this way. Firestorm, what's good?
Yeah.
Well,
Go. All three of us in sentence.
Yeah, I know, we're all like, okay. Well, you know, we were talking about this while we were watching the show, and Jack and I are very confused because we really don't understand how it's possible at all for Martin Stein to have been at the same place that Robbie Amell's character was at when he was locked in that chamber and everything blew up. Like, if Firestorm was supposed to be a melding of the two different identities, shouldn't they have been together?
This is where we think that it's taken, the CW writers have taken a twist on it, in my opinion, because Devon, quickly tell them how the character of Firestorm usually comes about.
Firestorm is Robbie Amell's character and Martin Stein, of course. Yeah. And Martin Stein was unconscious during the accident that they had, which of course is narrowed down to that one accident in the show. And then him being unconscious means just his consciousness was transferred over into Robbie Amell's character. So that's why the younger, prettier guy is Firestorm.
Got it. So what you're saying is that Ronnie Raymond has his name in it. So Ronnie had his accident inside the particle accelerator, and Martin Stein's his brain, his soul, his thoughts, his consciousness somehow made its way to Ronnie.
Well, in the comics, because they were together.
In the comics, I understand in the comics.
With here, we're not really sure.
So what are their intentions in human form?
Well,
good intentions?
Yes, he's a good guy. And Martin Stein is like his subconscious.
Yeah. Right.
Like he tells him, help
So
him out
he's
and
going
stuff
to be
like
leading
that.
the
Well,
path. leading
Martin
it
Stein was the
Myers
professor,
Stein.
wasn't he?
Yeah.
Because as we saw in the show, Firestorm, after he got Scuba being the acronym, and then smart old Barry.
Did you write
being
the
smart
Firestorm
one.
thing down?
I did. Anyone who wrote down what
Wow.
Firestorm stands for, I normally take pretty decent notes, and honestly, Firestorm was just way too long.
It was just
was
too
way too
long.
long.
They were like, you know what, we have to make this stand for
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
So let's just throw an F and an I,
I've
an R,
never
an E,
seen
an
an
S, and a T, and an O, and an R, and an M. Spell that right.
Oh, what does that do?
I do want to throw that out, though, that Jason Rush is actually the Firestorm after them, the second Firestorm.
Ooh.
So we can get a potential death in this
And that was
season or next season, something.
like
Either way,
that.
we see him.
Well, I think also the death could maybe be like a death to Ronnie Raymond as Firestorm, but not to
And
a
he'll
death.
survive,
but
yeah.
he still
There you go.
survives
Yeah.
and goes back and is able to be actually with Caitlin Snow. And I feel that too because everything that Martin Stein's paper, the acronym Firestorm, was studying was how this guy became how he is. So
Yeah.
it's logical to think that he could have the key to
Well,
be able to reverse him.
Yeah,
I
so-
like that, and there's definitely a lot of predictions for us to spit out there. So, guys, don't be shy. Hit us up on the YouTube chat, on Twitter, us
On the
personally.
YouTubes.
What do you think is going to happen, with Firestorm and Darian Irish? Just all your thoughts. Let us hear it because we're going to get to some fan questions real soon. But before we do that, what was our favorite moments of the episode? Stuff maybe we didn't like, we would have changed.
I'm gonna start off with. It wasn't my favorite moment. There was tons. I really liked the episode. It was actually. It wasn't the best, but it sat at a very good 8, the whole way through. It was entertaining the whole way through. But my favorite part was. I'm gonna go be the sentimental guy here, and we spoke about it. Was Joe and Barry's relationship. Their
At the
little
end.
father-son point at the end. It was cute. It was like grab a beer, you order the pizzas.
Right.
We're cool now. Your daughter's gone. I feel like Barry stepped up in his manhood and Joe really appreciated it.
Yeah.
Joe's really got his back now and they're a good, solid. I was
Team.
happy for him. I liked that. It was just nice to watch.
Agreed.
Makes me miss my pups.
I mean, don't look at me. It's the
You love
Flash.
every
I'm
moment.
fucking every minute. that
All
the
of it.
Flash
You
is on
can't
screen.
even talk to this kid during the show
No.
at all. You can't comment or make a note
Yeah.
or anything.
I will
wait
say
to
I like the way it
commercials.
came in and he was going against the drone. I instantly was
you
thrown
love
back into
that,
that,
yeah.
oh my God, look
He's
at
back.
Flazy, he's doing his thing, okay. I was like, oh, okay, I remember why I'm sitting here right now.
A lot of action, and we're gonna get to your fan questions right after this quick break. So guys, get them in right now, and hey, don't forget to try to send us that picture, and we're gonna try to help you and help us by seeing who Golden Glider really is. Don't go anywhere.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Just in case you missed it live.
Oh, just in case you missed it live. In case you missed it live, I'm doing something right now.
So we're all super excited. So this is dancing.
So what would that be, like a 7?
I cannot. I literally cannot. You guys have got to get it together.
Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Hate the contract you didn't get.
He's a coward. He's a giant chicken shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be like hurricane. Whoa.
Watch out for those girls. They are gagging them.
Hold the phone,
Hold on.
bro.
The more brutal you are, the more power you have.
Right.
That was sexy. It was hot. It was heated. I was into it.
You are gonna be the most high-paid hooker in the world.
Go ahead and invite your friends and everybody. Tell your mama, tell them don't ahead, turn the stove off and get up on the computer so we can get on the stream.tv.
Thank you again for joining us, and until next week, bye-bye.
Hey guys, so we're gonna do this all ghetto and shit. Here's what the Golden Glider looks like.
Hey,
wait,
where are
over
we
here.
going?
I'm gonna go over. Wait, it went away. It
What
went
did
away.
it do?
Never mind.
Never mind. You
I
guys
was
have to
trying to
make
be all
this
cool
up.
and show
Oh,
you
I
guys
found it
something.
again, if you
oh,
wanna
we
try
found
it
it.
once
Let's
more.
try it.
One more
touch the
time.
screen.
Here we go.
Second time's a
Gonna go
charm.
right here. There it is. No, it's blurry, out of focus. We can't do it. See, guys,
But
we try to have
try.
fun here.
We're
We're trying to have
trying.
fun.
We're spontaneous.
Yeah, definitely. You
a
guys
really
are
cool
spontaneous
photo,
too for hanging out in the Flash YouTube chat, like Ricardo Ospina, what up, man? Rick Stokely, Kraft, Ignite, Blackstone, The Review and Eternal, Carolyn Hines, John Elford, Calvin P, Eric Cuarto, Caitlin Rosa, Leowen, Casey Vaughn, Master Jordan, Bo Edmonds, Jace Allen, Infamous OP, J.R. Erickson, 2013 Vengeance. Yes!
I just tweeted that photo, so anyone that wants to see it can watch.
Thank you guys for hanging out. I want to get to a quick live question because it came from YouTube as well. And I definitely thought of the same thing. Calvin P. wants to know, how will Captain Colt and Heatwave get their guns back?
Excellent question. I mean, clearly, I think excellent question. I actually think that, you know, clearly this sister, this golden bladder, is going to be key in this factor. I mean, I'm hoping that she has like a plethora of ice guns that they can kind of use for the time being, because they're going to need some serious manpower and a good plan, which is probably going to come, you know, from the Iceman himself to be able to get back in there and get their guns.
All I know is when I saw them put the gun in that bin, like at the airport, and just leave it there, I was like, that's what a silly idea. Why don't you smash it with a rock or something?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be one of those things where, like, just like how when Cisco loses something, he can build it again. Well, just like Leonard said, or Mick said, I'm glad you made me inspect this gun inside and out because I can repair it and rebuild it. They can just make another one at this point.
Wait, did they steal the fire gun? No,
they stole the ice gun and I think the fire. Either way, they stole them. But now, remember, he said they inspected them and now they go over them. Yeah. Now they know how to do it.
He said, I know how to make everything.
So let's just say they're going to build another one. Who knows?
I saw this question online, and a buddy asked me regarding the Flash and his powers. What else will he be able to do?
You son of a bitch.
We haven't seen him vibrate through walls yet.
I've got a lot of stuff.
He can vibrate his molecules, okay, through anything, and he can do the thing where he can disrupt something, like an electrical fixture or whatever, doing that as well. He can flap his arms really fast, and he can glide. He can create tornadoes and vortexes with his arms, or if he runs in a circle, just like we saw in the first episode against the guy that's like the weather wizard.
You haven't breathed. I'm worried about you.
It's fine, he does voiceover, he knows how to do this.
Yeah, okay, so we're good. But that's just a few for now. I mean, that's the only ones I think they're going to throw in there. If we're getting time travel, I mean, he's going to have to be able to go, like, faster than time itself. So.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because how will the show use time travel? That was another question. And on top of that question, not only how will the show use time travel, how would you guys use time travel in your personal life?
Okay, he's about to explode.
Yeah.
Okay, quick question. Okay, because now they already told us who the girl is for Linda Park, right? But Linda Park don't come in the past. Linda Park comes in the future. I think when they do the time travel, they're going in the future, not the past. People think they're going to do. Let me slow down real quick. Okay. What I would like to see is them to go in the past and do the accident and whatnot. But I think they're going to give us a taste of time travel with the future first, introducing Linda Park, which is a hint towards Wally West, which is a third-generation Flash.
The thing is, they're going to have to be really careful with how they do this, because at the end of the day, there's so many new characters, there's so many plot twists and storylines. I could see this getting very confusing very quickly with
time travel is one of the most difficult things you could ever try and keep track of, because it's time travel. Like, it doesn't. Like, the butterfly effect, all those kind of movies you watch as well. It's like you change one thing, it creates
your brain just short circuits.
Time travel gets
to me.
what to
do. But the idea of time travel in real life is not impossible. The theory.
Well, they've actually learned how to. I read this on Twitter, so who knows if it's real.
It's totally true then.
Totally true. Whatever you read online, totally true.
No one lies on Twitter.
They've actually been able to teleport a particle of light in space, like thousands of light years back.
Woo! It's happening.
So that is the first, like.
All right, our final question tonight is regarding Caitlin Snow. And the question is, will we see Caitlin Snow become Killer Frost this season? And that's from @WreckItRoy. Thank you.
Ooh.
I think it could happen. I think they've already been setting it up.
Yeah, you think it'll be this season? You think it'll be the end of this season?
I think that could be the finale for this season.
See, now I think the time travel will be the finale, and then I think Caitlin Snow may be the beginning of the second series, being the Killer Frost, second season. I think Firestorm will come back out then. I don't think Firestorm will play much of a part.
Just the sheer fact that they started off the first episode by showing how there's a chance that Ronnie could be switched back from Firestorm back to his normal self, I think would be a good full circle thing to have that happen at the end of this season.
Okay.
Yes, that would be very satisfying for the audience and cast and producers alike. But that's it, guys. We are short on time. I think we're doing a new time on the shows, like 22 minutes, kind of like your favorite sitcom.
Little wham bam, thank you, man.
I mean, we're hilarious
wham
people.
bam, thank you, man.
So keep the conversation going with us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, hitting us up personal. You know, I'm @Dylan from Brooklyn. Jack is @Jack Hind 23.
Elsie Mayhew.
Elsie Mayhew.
And @Devon D. Stewart, which, by the way, I have 3 shout-outs. I've got to do 2 birthdays.
Hurry.
Happy birthday to @JDGK, which is Jaime Diaz, okay? And then we got Josiah and Jaden.
And
Happy birthday to the 2 boys.
And
then Stafford _Trent.
Boom. Boom.
Shout out.
Thank you guys.
Uno mas.
One more.
Michael-
One more. Your
Michael
mom.
Martinez.
His mom. No.
No, not my Mum, hi. Michael Martinez, Mike3760. I told you I'll get it for you, my man. Have a good one.
Bam.
Thank you guys. Peace out. We'll see you next time. The Flash is on Tuesdays. Like, the squad going up.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.